Hey there, you're watching the Dave Does channel. I, of course, am Dave Does. Otherwise, it'd be a weird channel if I wasn't. And today, I'm going to be checking out a band I've never checked out. The band is called BODOM, After Midnight. The song is called Paint the Sky with Blood, so I'm expecting it to be a ballad. But we don't really know, so we're going to find out what this is all about now. The way I'll do this video is I'll be playing the video from start to finish with no pausing, no interruptions, so you get to watch the video, I get to watch the video. Of course, I'm just going to be sitting there watching the video. I'm not going to be going, oh my god, this is amazing. Anyone who knows my channel knows I don't do that, although some people expect that to be what a reaction is. I just find that really strange because no one sits there at home unless they've got a camera on them and they're playing up to the camera and does that with music. You listen to music, you might do a little bit of facial expression, which I might do depending on how I feel about the song, but generally I'm going to just be listening, watching, analysing, and at the end of the video I will break it down as two components. It's music video and it's song. So yeah, it's 4 minutes and 39 seconds, so if you don't want to watch me looking at the screen and you already know the song really well, you can jump forward 4 minutes and 39 seconds and I will meet you there. Otherwise, let's do it. Okay, there we go, Bottom After Midnight. So, and Paint the Sky with Blood. So, in the world of metal, it's very, very difficult to hear anything that really kind of stands out as far as new original music. So, bands have to really now, I mean, occasionally you do, you'll get some sort of crossover appeal, which will kind of be like someone will be spearheading a new style of music. We heard that with the new metal movement in the 90s. Grunge was just basically a more of a sort of a chilled down stoner version of Doom. And here we have death metal with symphonic elements. But what's important now for bands is if you can't be original, you have to have all your elements and that sound tight, well-produced songs, great production overall and sound, and all your key elements need to work really well. And I thought they did really well with that elements or that side of it. So there were no faults whatsoever. I'm not a big death metal vocal guy. It's very hard for me to get into these bands. There are some bands I enjoy, so I'm not a big fan. I'm a reasonable fan of bands like Obituary, and I do like some of the melodic death metal bands, some of the In Flames, Dark Tranquility, for instance. Not a big fan about the Gates. So it really does vary. It very depends. But I actually really enjoyed what his vocals were doing on there. So they are. There's a raspiness. There's a snarl to the vocals, but it's still good. It's still clear. It's still engaging. You can hear the lyrics going in there, which you can't always do with some bands. When you get into the guttural part where you can't even understand what's going on lyrically, I don't see the point at that point. Anytime you have to pick up the lyric sheet to understand what's being said is a pointless point in a band song. So extreme metal tends to be completely out of the question for me. Same as a lot of black metal. I thought the solos were really good, really strong solos. I love what the drummer's doing as well. He's got great sound in the production as well, but his fills were really choice. Again, not overdoing the fills, which is good, because there are bands out there that will put fills in for excessive use or for showboating, and they don't add anything to the song. I actually thought the fills were really nice and worked really well. They knew when to use them and when to restrain. And I like the fact that we've got some symphonic elements in there with the kind of keyboard supports over things like the chorus, which nicely elevates the song. Midsection was probably my standout, where we've got the solos. We've got the classic kind of breakdown sections, which we've got a lot in what would have been classed as modern thrash, which now is 20-year-old thrash. Jesus, okay. So yeah, in your 2000 bands, thrasher bands like Bullet for My Valentine, Trivium, stuff like that, brought in a whole kind of the midsection breakdown, which wasn't a big part of the original thrash. If you listen back to things like Megadeth and your Anthraxes and I guess things like Exodus Testament, stuff like that, if you went back to sort of 80s thrash, breakdown midsections were not huge parts of it, but became a massive part when you got into like the 2000s thrash scene. So and that was very apparent in here as well. So we've got some nice tempo changes. It's a great song to put together, and it would be a sort of song that could. I wasn't too sure how it was going to go after that first minute. The first minute, I was borderline. I was like, not sure. I'm not hearing any originality in here. I'm not hearing anything that's really grabbing my attention. But the song grows on you as it does, and by the time you get to the end of the song, you're actually like, you know what? This was a really well put together track. All the elements add up to a good whole. Yes, there's not really anything that's original in here in metal, but unfortunately, I don't. If you're only ever going to enjoy things that are original, you're going to be really waiting around for a very long time. So now what I tend to do is find if there is something where all the elements work and everything from your bass, your leads, your rhythms, drums, production, vocals, and everything comes together as a great whole, and not one of those elements is lacking, then it's a good band to check out. And I definitely thought that was the case with these guys. So yeah, enjoyed the song. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Take care, and I'll see you on the video sometime very soon. Take care.